Good morning, good afternoon, children. Today, in continuation of my earlier lesson in the last episode, I am continuing energy from the sun. We have two more points to be discussed before concluding the lesson. So this point is 10th point I am taking. I pain why is inversion of temperature I told you. Now why is north cooler? Why is north cooler? So why is north when we are in the South India? And compared to South India, North India is cooler. You know very well. Whenever you go to North India, you see clear, distinct difference between North and South. So there is two reasons for the hotter or cooler. One is latitudinal region. So second is altitudinal region. Altitude, I already told you, the height above the sea level is called altitude. That I already explained. Why mountains or hill stations are cooler? They are basing on the altitude above the sea level. For every 1006 degrees of temperature decrease. Here, the second is latitudinal region. As per this question is concerned, the answer is latitudinal region. So latitude is responsible for the cool temperature in North India. In winter, if you go Delhi or some other places, Punjab area, you see temperature are also below minus some places, 1 degree, 2 degrees. But here you have experience up to 30 degrees also. That is the difference between latitude is the reason. So we are in the lower latitude, they are in the higher latitude. So I will first draw a picture to understand better why the latitude will make the difference. So this is the equator. This is the 23.5 degrees north. So 23.5 degrees north, 23.5 degrees south. This is the hot region, torrid region, also called tropical region. So this is the equator. Equator is the place where temperatures almost the same throughout the year because the sun position is not changing. The sun position will not change here, not much. Maybe around some 20 to 30 degrees variation from 0 to 30 degrees. So it will not change further. Well, once again it comes to the vertical. So this is the torrid region. So when South India, as far as South India is concerned, as far as South India is concerned, small picture. So South India in the tropical region. So in between equator 0 degree and 23.5 degrees north. So South India up to Gujarat, middle of the Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa and Tripura, the line passes Tropic of Cancer. Below this line up to the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees, this is a torrid region, also known as tropical region. Tropic means heat. You remember, tropic means heat. So latitude. So here, why the temperatures are in these two lines, 2 degrees, 23 and 23 south and north, is because of the latitude. So when the latitude, when we are going up and up to higher latitude, temperature decreases. About 23 to 63.5 degrees north, 66.5 degrees north, 66.5 degrees south. So this is the temperate region. I am shading here. This is the temperate region. When compared to the middle, so tropical region, tropics అని కూడా అంటారు. When compared to the tropics, both these areas are called temperate region. Temperate zone also. Temperate zone. Temperate zone the place where sun degrees are slanting when compared to the tropical region, 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees south, the angle of the incidence is sharper than here. Slanting sun rays are responsible. The places here, temperate region, we have two temperate region, one torrid or tropical region. The temperature naturally, comparatively lesser than tropical region. Whereas South India, the place where the four states of South India, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, some parts of Madhya Pradesh, some parts of Gujarat, these are all comes under the tropical region. So naturally, this area is hotter than the area above the 23.5 degrees. The same with the Tropic of Capricorn. Whatever I told you in the northern hemisphere, that is above the 0 degrees is northern hemisphere, below 0 degree is called southern hemisphere. So latitudinally, this temperate region also has almost the same temperature. When compared to the above the equator up to 23.5 degrees, below the degree up to 20, the temperatures of the same place. So this is how the temperature of North India is cooler in winter. So when you go, particularly tourism, now the tourism has increased. People wherever there is vacancy during winter and summers, particularly Dasara holidays, you may be going to North India. You see a clear difference between north and the south. Particularly winter season, you feel very much cooler in Pradesh like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Uttara Pradesh and Punjab, Haryana. The same not with the South India, because so the reason for the cool temperature in winter in North India due to the latitudinal reason. Latitude is responsible for the low temperature in North India, for cool temperature in winter, and that is not the case with the place where we are. Latitude, we are in the tropical region when sun rays are falling. So that is the place where we are is lower latitude. Ours is in lower latitude, tropical region. So that's why we are hotter. They are in the temperate region. So North India is cooler. So you see the difference particularly in winter. So that is the reason. So I answered that question. Now we are going to the other topic. Another topic is greenhouses. What is greenhouse? Time to time we hear greenhouse effect, global warming. These are the terms we hear so frequently in news channels. So a lot of discussion in magazines, in various articles, magazines. We will be hearing, and that will be brainwashing all the time our government and the higher intellectuals are more worried about the environmental degradation, global warming. To understand global warming and what is greenhouse effect, that is frequently come across in the TV channel, news channels. First of all, we should know what is greenhouse. What is greenhouse? Greenhouse is a structure. Just like I will give you an example. If you are going to a particular outskirts by bus to others like Rajahmundry, you see on the left side and right side a lot of poultry farms are there. They construct a temporary structures with beams of steel and iron, and on that there is a metal sheets are covered. In that lot of poultry chicks are taken care. So the same way greenhouses are also artificial structures, created human-made structures. So these are the how they look like. So this is the structures. So this is not constructed with wall, but purely transparent glass houses, maybe plastic or glass. The top portion is covered some with some material, plastic material. Of course, on the top of this roof, lot of openings are there, door like ventilator, closing and opening. Inside everything on all four directions, this is a glass. So transparent glass or any transparent material. So when you go to glass house, so greenhouse, you see inside lot of plants and grass are also grown here. So what is happening inside? Some plants which are necessary for us, which gives food to us, which may be useful in medicinal properties trees, which they don't grow in our climate, is grown in our area by creating an artificial condition which suits for their existence and growth. For example, mango. We take an example of mango and apples and rice. Food crop you take rice. What is mango? Is a tropical tree. Rice is a tropical grass plant. Rice, wheat, barley are all grasses. So they live in a particular climatic condition, weather conditions, which is not existing in all places. Rice grows in a particular area, that is tropical region. The place where we are living is tropical region. So North India is subtropical, ours is a tropical region. So this is the climate which suits for the growth of rice. What are the conditions required for rice is high temperature, minimum 25 degrees temperature should be there. High humidity, water vapor should be present. High level, you see how I am looking. So this is the high water vapor present in the air that does not allow my sweating coming out and absorb into the air. So that type of climate is required for rice. So that's why it is called tropical plant. So rice will grow where humidity is very high, where temperatures are high, where there is a rainfall up to 150, minimum 150 degrees, 100 to 150 degrees, 150 centimeters of rainfall. So this is the minimum requirement for the growth of and lot of water. Water is required of all the time. The roots of the rice there should be stagnation of water at the root level. Ante rice ki eppudu meer ఏ ఫీల్డ్ అయినా, if you go to the rice fields, you see always it is filled with water. So that condition are required. Plentiful of water, high temperature, that does not mean desert condition. Minimum 25 degrees. Even during night time it should not come below 25. Night time కూడా 25 డిగ్రీలు తగ్గకూడదు. పగలు ఉండొచ్చు 35 ఉన్నా పర్వాలేదు. నైట్ టైం అడుగు 25 degrees అంటే వింటర్ టైం ఇది నాట్ సూటబుల్. బట్ మన వింటర్ కాదు, గల్ఫ్ వెస్టర్న్ కంట్రీస్లో ఉన్న, యూరోప్లో ఉన్న వింటర్ క్లైమేట్ దట్ వోంట్ సూట్ అస్. హ్యూమిడిటీ ఎక్కువ ఉన్న డ్రై క్లైమేట్లో ఇట్ కెనాట్ గ్రో. సో వేర్ ఎవర్ దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ కోల్డ్ క్లైమేట్, యూరోపియన్స్ ఆర్ కోల్డ్ కంట్రీస్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ కాంట్ గ్రో ఎ రైస్ ఇన్ మాస్కో. In winter it is below 30 degrees, 50 degrees, and even at summer time it is only 5 degrees temperature. In May month, the Moscow capital of Russia is 5 degrees, sometimes even less. That type of climate cannot support the growth of rice. So, how to grow a rice in Moscow? Now, in the olden days it was not possible due to the technological development, research in agriculture, hybrid seeds, and lot of research done in the agriculture field. Nowadays any plant is not limited to a particular area. For example, you will wonder, the red chili which you used to feel very much proud of its existence for many centuries and generations, it is not Indian crop. The red chilies are coming from North India. It is not our crop. Now it is well grown. It is modified, made acclimatized. మన వాతావరణం తగ్గట్టుగా మార్చారు. అయితే they are openly now grown. It is not at all necessary to create a special condition. For example, you want to grow rice in England and Russia, that cannot grow because the conditions are not sufficient, not support the plant. But it can be grown in greenhouses. Greenhouses are artificial structures which are covered with the glasses. Here inside temperature is controlled, temperature is controlled, humidity is controlled, everything is controlled. So sunlight is also controlled. How much sun should be there? Bright sunlight is required for the rice. So when you want to grow rice in England or Russia, you don't find much sunrise. When you have to create good sunlight, which gives a minimum some 25 degrees to 30 degrees temperature. So this temperature does not exist in Moscow. The temperature, even summer it is 5 degrees. How can openly can you grow rice? So inside this structure, it is everything is controlled. Temperature is also. So they create a 25 degrees temperature inside this glass house. So that supports the rice. And inside winter area, so Russia, humidity is very low. High pressure area అనుకోవచ్చు. High pressure area లో ఎప్పుడు కూడా హ్యూమిడిటీ తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వై వింటర్స్ ఆర్ కూల్. కానీ హ్యూమిడిటీ 75-65%. Can you create in Moscow? Outside it is highly impossible. But in the greenhouse they create it. They create humidity up to some 80-70%. So that support the rice. Temperature we have created, humidity we have created, and sunshine also we have created through artificial, maybe bulbs, some electric. Everything is controlled by a computer. So we cannot manually do all these things. Somewhere sometimes it goes wrong and the plant dies. That's why these are all fed into a computer, a program which will take care of the growth of the rice. So this is an artificial condition created for the growth of the rice. So in that way, rice also can be grown in England and cold countries like Moscow. But it is a costly affair. So the farmer, the people who want to grow like this should weigh the profit and losses. మనం ఏదైనా ఒక వస్తువుని తయారు చేసినప్పుడు ఇట్ షుడ్ బి లో కాస్ట్, అంటేనే అలా ఉంటేనే ప్రజలు కొంటారు. చైనా ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మనం ఎందుకు కొంటున్నాం? ఒక కంప్యూటర్లో మదర్ బోర్డు 14,000 కొన్నాను ఒకటి. అదే అమెరికాలో అయితే ఒక 25,000 ఉంటుంది. అదే లెవెల్ స్టాండర్డ్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్తో ఆ మదర్ బోర్డ్ మనం అమెరికా నుంచి దిగుమతి చేసుకుందాం అంటే అది 24,000 30,000 ఉంటుంది. సో న్యాచురలీ వీ ప్రిఫర్ ద లో కాస్ట్ products. Here also the farmer, the producer will always try to produce goods at a lower level. Even if you produce rice in Moscow at a higher cost, what is the use? Nobody will purchase. There are so many countries are there in the world like China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, Sri Lanka, which are ready to, even in Egypt also, to sell the rice at a cheaper price. So greenhouse, growing plants and trees and crops in the greenhouse is a costly affair. But some places in America, so in greenhouses, they are growing tomatoes and other apples. For example, apple is a cold. Jammu Kashmir it will grow, but in our area it won't grow. So there is an experimentation in Araku Valley. So they try to grow the coffee. They are successful. So after getting inspiration after the success story of the coffee, which was successfully grown in Araku Valley, Araku coffee అంటారు. ఇది ఇప్పుడు యూరోప్లో వెరీ పాపులర్. అరకు కాఫీ చాలా టేస్టీగా ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ వాస్ బ్రాట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఆఫ్రికన్ కంట్రీ. అండ్ బాబు బుడాన్ హిల్స్లో మొట్టమొదటిసారి మన కాఫీ వేశారు. అది హిల్స్ కాబట్టి అక్కడ కాఫీ పండుతుంది. మరి అరకు ఇట్ ఈస్ హార్డ్లీ 700 meters above the sea level. It is not so cool area like Nilgiri, like that. So that's why, but somehow modified genetically, they're successfully growing in between the trees. మీరు అరకు వెళ్తే కాఫీ మొక్కలు ఎక్కడ కనిపిస్తే బాగా ఎత్తైన ప్రదేశాల్లో తోటల మధ్యలో గుంపుగా డెన్స్గా ఉన్న పెద్ద పెద్ద చెట్ల మధ్య పెంచుతాం. అక్కడ చల్లగా ఉంటుంది. మౌంటైనస్ ఏరియా కాబట్టి హ్యూమిడిటీ కూడా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో బట్ యాపిల్స్ they are not, they also tried apples, but they are not successful because apple did not accept the Araku Valley weather conditions and it started dying. So as per the coffee seeds are concerned, coffee plants are concerned, they are successful. Araku coffee is very popular in Europe. It's right now it is not available in our area, but European people like Araku coffee. So apples are not successful. So as apple is concerned, we are almost getting from Jammu Kashmir. So as per our India is concerned, but European countries don't have any problem because the climate of the Europe is very well suited for the growth of the apple. So ultimately greenhouse is the place where artificial conditions are created and the outside climate weather and inside weather is totally different. It is because it is closed. So we are controlling everything so that here is the gases, the conditions are completely different from outside. So in this way greenhouses are successful attempt by the agriculture scientists to grow which is not grow in our area due to the climatic differences. So this is the same. So the greenhouse effect మీకు అర్థమయ్యేట్టు చెప్తాను. What is greenhouse effect? So atmosphere is a mixture of gases. Atmosphere. The majority nitrogen, oxygen and other gases, carbon dioxide 0.04 2 to 4 antaru, and argon is completely somewhat higher. So number of gases, highest percentage nitrogen, next oxygen. So carbon dioxide is very much leaded, a large small amount 0.04 is required to maintain heat on the planet Earth. So that is the minimum thing. What the carbon dioxide will do, it holds the temperature. During the daytime, all the plants receives carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. During the night time, the plants releases carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide will hold the temperature. Whatever the temperature that comes through the insolation absorbed by the earth, and during the night time it will go up into the space. By the early morning it will be cooler. But carbon dioxide, which is present in our atmosphere in a smaller quantity, is helping us for the survival of the living things, whether it is a microscopic bacteria to huge animals like elephants, all are happily living because of the carbon dioxide holding some temperature during night time. So that's why even though sun is set, the temperature still is there during night time. For example, right now it is 27 degrees night temperature. When there is no sun, heat through heat balance, the earth is emitting the heat. Why still some heat is there up to the early morning? Because of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide and humidity has the capacity to hold the temperature. But in desert, humidity is very less. That's why after the sunset, the temperature declines during daytime 45 to 56 degrees, night time below zero up to 30-40 degrees. Some deserts in Sahara, the temperature goes below zero, minus 30 degrees. On the moon, daytime temperature is 100 degrees, boiling point. After the sun disappears, it goes below to minus 400 degrees, because there is no air, no humidity hold the temperature. You understand? Carbon dioxide plays a important role to hold the temperature, which preserve the heat. So that temperature does not exist during night time. We all die by the air. So that is not happening. So, but this temperature increases. If the level of temperature increases, what happened? The holding of the carbon dioxide, the temperature level also increases. More carbon dioxide levels means more temperature. That will making our life miserable. During the since the industrial revolution, that is 1650, the density of air has increased 45%. మన గాలిలో ఉన్న డెన్సిటీ చిక్కదనం 45% పెరిగింది. దట్స్ వై అవర్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ మిజరబుల్ నవ్ డేస్. అంటే 1750 సంవత్సరంలో ప్రజలలో ఉన్న ప్యూరిటీ, అప్పుడున్న మంచి వెదరు క్లైమేట్ మనకు ఇప్పుడు లేదు. కారణం, we started so many inventions, we started so many industries that is polluting our atmosphere. So greenhouse is gases are increasing in the atmosphere. The density is now thicker by 45%. This increase in density with various gases, industrial pollution, automobile pollution, they are all or making the dense air become denser. So during the night time, when the earth emits the heat into the space, it is preventing. Just like the glass house, which is controlling the inside temperature, the gases are creating a cover like a greenhouse టాప్. మన గ్రీన్ హౌస్లో పై రేకులతో మూసేస్తున్నాం కదా, పక్కన అద్దాలతో మూస్తాం. అలాగే గ్యాసెస్ కూడా దట్ సేమ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఈజ్ క్రియేటింగ్. గ్రీన్ హౌసెస్ ఇన్సైడ్ ప్లాంట్కి ఎలా కంట్రోల్ టెంపరేచర్ ఇస్తున్నాయో, ఈ గ్రీన్ హౌస్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అనేది గ్యాసెస్ విచ్ ఆర్ ప్రెజెంట్ బికమ్స్ డెన్సర్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూజ్ ఎమిషన్స్ ఆఫ్ గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్. ఈవెన్ వాటర్ వేపర్, సంథింగ్ స్మోక్, gases like carbon dioxide, all will form a total obstruction, a total roof-like structure at the higher levels of atmosphere. The emission during the పగల వచ్చిన అట్మాస్ఫియర్లోంచి వచ్చిన వేడి, భూమికి అందుకున్న వేడి రాత్రి పైకి వెళ్లకుండా అవి మళ్ళీ ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తాయి. సో the gases once again reflecting this inside back, the temperature coming and coming down. So that's why night temperatures are measurable. Some 30-40 years back, night temperature even summer was very pleasant. Even the daytime may be hot, night temperature we used to enjoy without fans. ఆ రోజుల్లో ఇంటికి ఒక ఫ్యాన్ ఉంటే గొప్పతనం. ఇప్పుడు వరండాలో కూడా 2 ఫ్యాన్లు, ఒక డ్రాయింగ్ రూమ్లో 3 ఫ్యాన్లు ఉన్నాయి. అయినా మనకి వీఆర్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ ఫీలింగ్, వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ఎయిర్ కండిషనర్. సో ఎయిర్ కండిషనర్ వర్ వెరీ 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 లిమిటెడ్. ఇట్ వాజ్ అ లగ్జరీ and was also very difficult to use because of the lack of మెయింటెనెన్స్. మరి ఆ రోజుల్లో అంత చక్కగా వీధుల్లో పడుకుని హాయిగా నిద్రపోయేవాళ్ళు ఈ రోజుల్లో ఏసీ రూమ్లో దల్లాల్సి వస్తుంది. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ గ్రీన్ హౌస్ ఎఫెక్ట్ మీన్స్ just like a greenhouse which control the atmosphere inside, the greenhouse gases are controlling gases and temperature on the earth's surface. It is not allowing to go outside into the space. So by the morning, night temperature is also very high. It is not much difference at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that is the greenhouse effect. The topic I discussed is what is greenhouse effect, how the greenhouse effect. So now global warming, that is we call global warming. Global warming making our life miserable. So that is the end of this topic. Inversion of temperature are discussed, and now why north is cooler, global warming and greenhouse effect. Thank you very much.